Everyone, my name is Sarvesh Patil and I am BCom graduate and I am pursuing MBA in Finance from SAS Institute Boisar, and now here I am going to discuss this subject, derivatives and risk management, and the topic is credit derivatives. So, definition of credit derivatives. A credit derivative is a financial contract that allows parties to minimize their exposure to credit risk. Credit derivative consists of a privately held, negotiable bilateral contract traded over the counter between two parties in a creditor debtor relationship. A credit derivative allows creditor to transfer to a third party the potential risk of the debtor defaulting in exchange for paying a fee known as the premium. Credit derivatives include credit default swap, collateralized debt obligation, total return swap, credit default swap option, and credit forwards. Introduction of credit derivatives. Credit derivatives are the instruments that seek to trade in credit risk. Derivative is a financial contract that has its price derived from and depending upon the price of the underlying asset. The risk and the counterparty of counterparty to a financial transaction will fail to fulfill their obligations. Types of credit derivatives. There are three types of credit derivatives. They are credit default swaps, credit link notes, credit spread option. So, what is credit default swap? A huge market with over $40 trillion of national principal. Buyer of the instrument acquires protection from the seller against a default by a particular company or country. Example, buyer pays a premium of 90 bps per year for $100 million of 5-year protection against company X. Premium is known as the credit default spread. It is paid for life of contract or until default. If there is a default, the buyer has the right to sell the bonds with a face value of $100 million issued by company for $100 million. Credit link notes. So, credit link note is essentially a funded CDS which transfer credit risk from the note issuer to the investor. The issuer receives the issue price for each CLN from the investor and invests this in low risk collateral. If a credit event is declared, the issuer sells the collateral and keeps the difference between the face value and the market value of the reference entity. Credit spread option. A credit link note is essentially a funded CDS which transfers credit risk from the issuer to investor. The issuer receives the issue price for its CLN from the investor and invests this in low risk collateral. If a credit event is declared, the issuer sells the collateral and keeps the difference between face value and market value of the reference entity debt. Credit derivative market in India. Bank and financial institute have mostly loans and little bonds in their portfolio. Mutual fund, insurance company, pension fund and hedge fund have mostly bonds in their portfolio with little access to loans, depriving them of high returns of loans portfolio. Market in the past did not provide the necessary credit risk protection to the banks and financial institutions. Neither did it provide by mechanism to the mutual fund, insurance companies, pension fund and hedge funds to have an access to loan market to diversify their risk and earn better return. So conclusion, Several factors have contributed to the increase in liquidity of CDS market: standardization of legal contract, clarification of the regulation, advance in information technology, emergence of market standard for structuring. Thank you.